Evening. Tonight we're at Cart Gap. I've decided to film the draw, or the first of it. We've got about 15-16 anglers booked in for this one. 13 is there? 13. Well, whatever. But yeah, so reduced turnout. It's a week before Christmas, so we'll see what number we get. I think we're going all to the left, and I've never fished here in the winter before, so we'll see how we get on. Right, blustery old evening. There's about 30 mph southwesterly winds. Means the sea's flat, but there might be some wind interference on the video. But yeah, peg 10, so about sort of 70 yards down to the left of the slipway. And tonight I've got some wraps of black lug and a couple of fillets of mackerel chopped into chunks. So because I don't know the beach, I don't know whether that's a good peg or not, but in 3.5 hours time we'll know. We'll know whether I've done any good off it anyway. Yeah, so we're following the tide down. Low water's about 11 o'clock, so there's no point putting a shelter up, not for me anyway, because I'm just going to have to keep walking down the beach. But if it starts chucking it down with rain, I'll have to reconsider. A week before Christmas, so a bit of a reduced turnout tonight, which you'd expect. But yeah, still nice to be out. Right. I have fished this beach a couple of times before, but they've always been in the summer and it's been bass fishing. But it is quite shallow, I think, and I don't know what's out there, so I've set 2 rigs up. One's the conventional 3-hook flapper you've seen in a lot of the other recent videos, and this one is probably my favourite all-time rig. So I've got 5-ounce lead at the bottom, and then a breakaway imp there, and then a swivel going down to a bit of plastic or a bit of bead, then loop to loop 60-pound line, and then at the end wishbone on the end, because I might try and whack that as far as I can and try and get a little bit of distance. And I find that sacrificing one hook and reducing the amount of bait and clipping that right tight behind the lead, it can get me extra distance and then can find a bonus fish. So got the 3-hook flapper, and we'll start with that about 70 yards, and then if that doesn't work or it's really hard, I'm going to whack that as far as I can. That'd be good if I can do that all night, because this rig has turned up all sorts of fish. You can use 2 different baits on 2 different hooks, nice and close together, so there's loads of scent. Black lug on one, mackerel on the other, and I aim to be giving that a good go tonight. You can see the wind, even the elastics blowing around on the box, and that's right down on the seat box, 18 inches from the floor, so it gives you some idea of how blustery it is. But yeah, we've got about 10 minutes to the off, time for a cup of tea, and then we're going to go for it, see what happens. Well, I'm disappointed to report first cast is on the beach, and there's a baby whiting, another baby whiting, and another baby whiting. So that's not the start I wanted. I'd rather have caught nothing, because they're all undersized, and if them 3 are there, there's probably another 30,000 of them. But we shall see. As the tide ebbs away and the water decreases, they might disappear and the flounders and dabs might come on. So all to play for. But that's the first cast, and if I keep getting them, I'll take my time bringing you back, because I don't want to see any more undersized whiting this year. Right, first fish on the card. Wind blowing everything everywhere. 14 points for a 27cm whiting. He's not spectacular by any stretch of the imagination, but persistence paid off, and it's got us on the card. I've got Simon Bottomley next door to me, organiser of this match, and he's yet to get anything on the card, so we'll keep plugging away, and if you're persistent you can find the better ones, and maybe even a flounder or a big dab. So I'm optimistic and I'm enjoying every match, so keep trying. Well, Simon's come over, he's got one, he's on the card, 28cm whiting, And if I well done, Simon. And if I turn round, I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. I've measured the top one, and the top one's big enough. That's 27. So it looks unlikely I'm going to get a chance to use that wishbone rig, because there's no point while I'm catching 3 on these, but just got to find the bigger ones.
You okay with that?
Let's sort Simon's car now. Right, Simon's over with me again, and he's doing rather well now. He's got a 29cm wide in, and in there, beautiful dab, 26 centimetres. So you're doing really well, Simon. You must be happy with that.
Well, I'm pleased because I haven't blanked.
Well, that's the main thing,
Thanks,
isn't it?
man. 50,
And it's not raining, that's the main thing.
and it's not cold.
No, it's alright, isn't it? Well done, mate. Right, I've had 2 casts with no fish now, and right in the distance I can see white water breaking. So there's a bar out in front of me, and Simon's about 2 fish ahead of me or something to my left, and I'm not sure because it's pitch black, I can't see where that bar ends. So I've gone on to the clip down to try and get the other side of it, because I don't know how far out I've got to be to do that, but the danger is I'm fishing in no water. So when I was getting all those fish, they were in the channel but before the bar, and now as the tide receded, that's running out the water, and I need to go looking for more, because at the moment it's not doing very good. But that clip down will whack a fair distance, so I've got to give myself a chance. Yeah, all these sandy beaches can have gullies and bars and things running through them, and in the pitch black it's very difficult to see what you're doing. So I think I'll just keep moving it around, chucking different distances, and see if I can find a patch of fish from somewhere. For the moment, not looking good. Well, it's not very big, but first cast on the wishbone, and I've obviously found the fish again. I must be getting over the back of that sandbar, so it's probably not a match winning rig, but it will give you a chance of getting into some water and finding 1 or 2 fish that you perhaps wouldn't have caught trying with a 3-hook flapper that you can't cast apart. So yeah, onwards and upwards hopefully. Right, we've got about an hour to go. I'm not doing very well at all. I've got 3 fish on the card, so that won't be any good, but I'm catching them every cast. They're just a little bit on the small side, but the best bait tonight by far has been that bit of frozen black lug, and they're the ones that Eddie Ryder gave me at the teams of 5 match. They've been in and out of the freezer now I don't know how many times, but they're still working, and they're hanging in there, and that's just tipped off with a little bit of mackerel, and it seems to be catching fish every chuck. Just can't seem to find the better ones, but sometimes that's fishing for you. You just have to accept that and enjoy yourself. And it's quite a warm evening, so there's no problem. It's not chucking it down with rain. It's nearly Christmas, but yeah, we've got a few matches to go at after Christmas, well over Christmas and after Christmas, so hopefully results will improve. So we just got to keep going really. Well, we've got half an hour left now, so we're nearly out of time, and I've learnt a lot tonight because casting's been key. I went back over to that wishbone and I just got 3 or 4 points fish, cardable fish, in 3 or 4 casts. The only trouble is they were coming in one at a time, but they're definitely at distance over the back of that bar. But there's, you know, up the other end there's Nathan, and he'll be chucking it out miles. He'll have found them a long time before I did, and yeah, it's about knowing the beach, and I don't. So what I really needed to do was have 3 hooks clipped and smack that as far as I could, because there's no dogfish there, codling at the moment, anything like that that's going to give you serious points. So if you're going to go that far, you need to come back with something worthwhile, or 2 or 3 of them. So yeah, the 1 fish at a time strategy is going to not work, but it's definitely paid off chucking it out the back of that sandbar, because that's where they are. But if we don't get any more, we'll go in the car park, see who done the damage, and learn from it for next time. See you there.
Right, I think the highlight of the night was Eamon and his Deliveroo. well done, Eamon. Right, the results. We've got 3 blanks. 3 blanks, yeah. So then, in 11th position. Well done. Got it on the card, Chris.
Last cast.
Last cast.
Last cast.
After I give him bollocking.
Right. Number 10, Neil Rowe. Just behind though, but thanks for pegging it, Neil. Thank you. 9, Steve Medler. 1 fish 18. 8, 2 fish 32. Beating Dad, Jamie Medler, winner of last week. 7, John Spalton. Yeah, 336, 3 fish 36. 6th, John Catchpole, 2 fish 40. 5, Bob Sharp, without the E, 2 fish 48. Brilliant, well done Bob.
Thank you.
4, Ian Childerhouse, Man with Light, 3 fish 50. 3rd was myself, 5 fish 86.
Well done, Simon.
2nd, Pete Simmons, 8 fish 110. Well done, Pompey. And number 1, by a country mile, with 19 fish. There could be a Stewart's inquiry on this one.
Again.
Again. 310 points, Nathan Jury.
Well done, Nathan.
Well done, Nathan. Well done. Oh, congratulations. Have the trophy. Right, put 13 in there for you for that. And I'm counting. Right, okay. Winner was that. Right, biggest flat. Can anybody beat a 28cm dab? Well done, Bob.
Thank you. Well done, Bob.
Yeah, that's paid for your bait.
Right, there's one part. Don't run away.
You can turn professional now.
I dig my own, so I do have to pay for it. Thank you.
Oh, you can let's have it back then. And the biggest round was a 32 whiting. Anybody challenge that one? No?
No.
Nathan.
Well done, Nathan.
24 broccoli.
Nice try, John. Right. Shuffle those. I'm sure Emily can draw a lucky peg.
They have been shuffled.
They've been shuffled. Come on, Emily, you can draw a lucky peg. But don't draw your own.
No.
There's a lot of deliberation. Hang on, drum roll. Pull it out. Pull it out. Has it got a name on it? Who is it?
Stephen Medler.
Steve Medler.
Where's he hiding?
Well done.
Well done.
Thank you. There you go.
There you go. Well done. Thank you very much.